Hey Saul, today we're going to be talking about a role of a sister of Zion. Working. Ruth 2 and 7. And she said, I pray you, let me glean and gather after the reapers among the sheaves. So she came and hath continued even from the morning until now, and she tarried a little in the house. So as you see, sisters, we were gleaning back then. We were doing work. Also in Jeremiah 29 and 5, build ye houses and dwell in them, and plant gardens and eat the fruit of them. So like building houses, most likely the men would be building houses and we would maybe be helping, but what I'm trying to point out is planting gardens. As women, like, we're going to be helping with gardens. We're going to be growing these foods and maintaining it while our men are out there doing other types of work. Food. Proverbs 31 and 14. She is like the merchant ships. She bringeth her food from afar. So as you see, she's going far to bring her food, going far to go gather her food for her family. Genesis 27 and 17. And she gave the savory meat and the bread, which she prepared, unto the hand of her son Jacob. So we're cooking. I know I can't speak for everyone, but I know for a fact in this society, a lot of our sisters, we don't cook. This society has taught us like microwave, minute made food, and that's not how it's supposed to be. We should be cooking hot meals to give to our children and our husbands if we have them. Like, that's just how it's supposed to be, and that's how it's going to be when we go into the kingdom or into the wilderness, unless we're eating manna and we're gathering it, like we'd be gathering it and going afar to gather it. But that's my point. We need to get back into those old ways and learning how to do these things, because why not learn it now rather than later? Making clothes. Exodus 35 and 25. And all the women that were wise-hearted did spin with their hands, and brought that which they had spun, both blue and of purple, and of scarlet and of linen. Proverbs 31 and 13. She seeketh wool and flax, and worketh willingly with her hands. Proverbs 31 and 19. She layeth her hands to the spindle, and her hands hold the distaff. Sisters, we made clothes. We made it like for real. We probably got the wool off of the sheep, and we did this thing like with a spindle and distaff. I didn't know this not too long ago, and I looked it up after I read this scripture, and we really made these clothes. I do encourage y'all to go look at this and how women back in the day did make clothes. It's actually really interesting, and would not be surprised if we go back to doing that. And so, like, the role of a sister of Zion, we have to cook, we have to work, we have to do things like make clothes. We're working, doing all of these things at once. We're multitasking, because if you have kids, you have to take care of the kids while you're doing all of these other things, And whenever we go into the wilderness or into the kingdom, this is how it's going to be. So getting ourselves right now would be beneficial for in the future, because I'm pretty sure, I don't know if y'all have husbands, but if you do, then it's going to be different. But for women that don't have husbands, don't you think that the husband, someone following the Most High, is going to pick you instead of others? I remember that scripture saying that 7 girls are going to be after one man, asking for his name, If you already got this stuff down, not necessarily making clothes and all this other stuff, because it's not all that is accessible for us, because it does cost money. But things like cooking, knowing how to handle yourself, and doing all this other stuff, but submitting to your husband, and your husband will treat you right, because no man of the Most High, true man of the Most High, is going to treat you wrong. Man of the Most High is going to treat you respectfully. He's going to love you, And he wants a woman that's going to be able to keep her own, hold down the house while he's gone, So we need to get back into these roles, and not thinking that we all big and bad and we going to just be ruling over our husband, because that's not how it's supposed to be. And a lot of women these days are like, no, I got this. I'm independent. Yes, sis, you can be independent, but you have to have your man over you, because that's how the Most High has it. And once we get back into that order, everything will be peaches and cream. You feel me? So that's what I have for y'all today. I just want to end this video by saying all praise to the Most High alone. Shalom, sauce.